Good evening, everybody. Are you all doing? How are things going for you? So this week is the week before we go to spring break. So a lot of the kids right now are very antsy. They're ready for spring break. I'm ready for spring break. But there's also a lot of things that come with spring break. Got to finish some grade reports and get files finished and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like ready for spring break, but knowing that there's lots of stuff that we have to have done by Monday, so it's kind of like just feeling a little bit overwhelming. Um, so I'm feeling a little bit stressed, which always with me comes with a little bit of overeating. Today I feel like I've done pretty good. So this morning I had some of the Winco, not Winco, the Aldi's shredded wheat cereal, which is pretty good. I had that with some almond milk and a little bit of Equal. For lunch, I had some rice, a little bit of steak bits that I made the day before. I actually have some on the table. So it's like this. It's just chuck meat, but unfortunately the chuck meat, because it was cheap, it was also really fatty. So there was that. And then some corn, so that was my lunch. And then I had a yogurt for lunch too. And then what else did I have? I think that was it. Oh, and I had a bag of chips before I went walking. I did go walking today. I tried really hard to sneak out of it because I just was not feeling like walking. But my fiance, he kind of conned me into it because I'm like, oh, we can go home and maybe do a yoga DVD, which was probably code for let's just go home, lay down, relax, getting comfy, and watch some TV. But so we went ahead and walked. I got in my 10,000 steps for the day. And then dinner, we had pretty much the same thing we had for lunch, except for I took the rice and I squeezed some lime in it and put some cilantro in it, so it was like kind of like the chipotle rice. And then we had some more of that steak. I probably had more than I should have. So we finished cooking all of that, and then I told my fiance, I said, you gotta take it, because otherwise I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna keep on snacking on it. Because before I started my journey on Weight Watchers, I loved really fatty steak. I know not all people like it, but I really loved it. And just having that again, I'm like, oh my goodness, I miss that taste. So I know it needs to kind of get out so I can continue eating other stuff that's a little bit healthier for me. So yeah, sometimes you buy something and then you realize, nope, I can't have that in the house because I'll just go nuts with it. So oh well, you realize what those things are and then you just make hopefully better choices next time. What else? So, because I knew I was snacky, and so I asked him to go get me some grapes. So he went to Aldi's and picked me up some green grapes. Like I said, I like really firm grapes. I don't like them when they're really soft. Otherwise, I just don't like them. What else? What else? So that's kind of how today's been. I don't plan on eating anything else the rest of the evening. So pretty much the worst thing I had was that steak, and then which hopefully it will be gone roughly by tomorrow, and then that should be that. So Wednesday is the final day of my Works Fitness Challenge. So I'm excited to see how that goes, and I'm kind of nervous because whenever I get close to finishing something, I always sabotage myself. I don't know if anybody else does that, but all of a sudden, like, I feel hungrier than normal or whatever. I guess it's because I'm just like, I put the stress on myself of being like, oh my gosh, you got to be really healthy now. You can't just do what you've been doing. You gotta make it better. You gotta work harder. You gotta lose more as much as you can. And I think just putting all that stress on me just overwhelms me, and then it kind of does the opposite, and I really end up sabotaging myself. So trying, hopefully it'll be good. But either way, as long as I can continue to stay under the 200s, that's progress, which I'm excited about. Because it's about the I think it was about the end of January, beginning of January. I've lost about 10 pounds altogether, so which is great. I mean, it's slow, but it's progress, right? Better to go down than go up. And then, so I don't know what I'm going to have tomorrow. I might have some chicken and veggies and maybe some rice. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe a grilled cheese or something. I haven't completely figured out yet. And then I'm not sure what we'll have for dinner. My fiance, he'll probably cook something and we'll just have that or whatever. Breakfast will either be one of my two cereals, the generic Cheerios, the generic shredded wheats, whole grain shredded wheats, or maybe like some French toast or something. But that'll pretty much be my breakfast. I just don't know. It just depends on what I feel like having in the morning. Let's see what else. So, and then next week for the spring break, I might be going into my work doing the step challenge for the week, who can get the most steps. Like I said, I'm a little bit nervous because my foot does sometimes hurt. Like after I get done walking in the evening, like for the rest of the night, my foot just really, really hurts. And so I know I need to get that looked at. Maybe I'll try to call and see about a doctor on next week when I go into spring break. So if any of you guys have spring breaks, do you have any cool plans for spring break? Anything fun? Or if you already had spring break, did you do anything fun? Probably do some walking. I'll probably go up and visit my parents for a day, maybe stay the night, I don't know. And then we may do the same thing for Lauren's. We may go up and visit his mom and maybe stay the night and help her out or whatnot. He's giving me that look like, this is news to me. I didn't know all of this. I think he did. So yeah, just probably do some walking, just relaxing, maybe cleaning the house some more. And that's kind of my plan for spring break. And then I'm getting excited because we're gonna have summer break in it's almost 2 months from now, and trying to make some plans for summer break. We may end up going with my parents to the Sequoias, so I am so excited. I really hope we're gonna do it because I want to go up to like the Sequoias or Yosemite or something like that. I think that's just gonna be awesome, and I hope we get to do it. And I'm really getting excited because I was really thinking this year we might not be able to do any type of vacation just because of Lauren not working. But he's going to be going to school, so that's going to be great too. And then what else did I want to say? I wanted to show you guys something cool. Let me see if I can get it. Okay. I am a total scavenger. So in my apartment complex, I was walking Evie one day, and yesterday, in fact, and I was walking her so she can go to the little potty, and I see this sitting out of the dumpster, and I'm like, what? Somebody threw this away just because it has no flowers on it. They're like, oh, it's dead. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just gonna throw it away. Look at this beautiful, look at this. Look at the greenery. Look at this beautiful thing. It will totally come back. I think I might take it to work though, because my work gets a lot of sunlight, and the orchids I have at work have just been going crazy. They've actually been perking up, whereas like I have my plants right here, as you can see, my orchid right here, and then I have some orchids in this one there. And they don't really get enough sunlight, so they're slowly living but dying. So I may take them to work, and look at this little beautiful creature. Just look at this. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. So I'm excited to take that to work. I'm just excited to see it bloom. I mean, this thing is so alive. It's beautiful. Yeah, it doesn't have any flowers on it, but give it some time and I can guarantee they will come back out. So that is my exciting find for the week. I can't help it. Whenever I see a plant by the trash can, I feel that it's my mission in life to save it. I have a ton of plants out on my patio that I have saved. I'm a plant saver if I can. So I'm excited. And sometimes I kill them and then I feel really bad. And I'm like, oh man, I'm supposed to be saving them, not killing them. But most of the time, I feel like I do pretty good and I save them. Just those little ones, those little teeny houseplants, like the little mini roses, stuff like that, I cannot keep alive to save my life. But other things I can do well with, especially like succulents, because honestly, you have to try to kill those things, and sometimes I forget to water them, and that's why they're perfect for me. You can't kill them. I've never seen anybody really kill a succulent, so I feel like you have to really want to kill that thing in order for it to die. So again, my beautiful little orchid. I'll have to show you guys when it has some blooms. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go and just continue reminiscing over my beautiful little plant that I'm going to save and take to work. So let me know how your week's going. If you've started Simply Feeling, how it's going so far. It's going well for me. I think just like with anything, it has its ups and its downs. I just noticed that sometimes I do go off a little bit or have more than I should, and I notice that I do see a little bit change in weight. So when I did get on the scale this morning, I noticed that I was up. I was about 197, 198, whereas on Saturday when I woke up, I was a little under 195. So I am a little bit up, but overall I'm still under the 200, which to me, that's all I want for right now. So I'm really excited. I do need to just kind of monitor it a little bit more, and especially with being more just more strict, like, no, the steak has too much fat, or if it does, I need to completely trim it down, not just throw it in the thing and say, oh, I'll cut it off afterwards. Or, you know, just with other things. Like, I've been doing pretty good with the cereal and the rice and stuff. Like, I have myself a small portion. I don't, like, dump a bunch on the plate or bunch in the bowl. I usually try to be like, okay, this is what I would normally have if I was on Smart Points, so I'll have this, and if I need more, I'll go back for more. So overall, I've been feeling good. It's just when I just feel overwhelmed, I just get to that point where the only thing that comforts me is eating, and I know I've got to find other ways of dealing with it, and so that's why I'm trying to turn around today. Because I know that was the meeting topic, I think, starting this week. Because I've seen it a little bit on Instagram, and I think I remember the leader mentioning that before, but I didn't go in on Saturday. Lauren wasn't feeling good, so we just stayed home, and I did some cleaning of the house and stuff. But I think that's one of the things that I've also seen other YouTubers mention is just turn it around. The sooner you can turn it around, the better, because you can have a totally bad, like, meal, but as long as you turn it around, even then, if you have a terribly bad day, turn it around the next day, or try to turn it around the sooner the better, because the longer you wait to turn it around, the more damage that you can do. So I'm trying to kind of be mindful of that and just say, like, okay, yeah, I had, you know, kind of a bad day and a half, but that's better than having a bad 2 days that I have to work off, or a bad 3 days I have to work off, or so forth and so on. Because I really want to stay under this 200 like I was at this weight about a year ago at this time. And so I'm really trying hard to say, you know, I'm not going to go back up above the 200. It's going to stay under the 200s, and I'm going to keep on working. I'm going to get to my 187, and then from there, you know, just, I know I need to do it like 5 pounds at a time, 10 pounds at a time, and just not focus on the larger goal, but just focus on these small things. So that way I can say, okay, get to the next step, get to the next step. All right. Rather than me blabbling on anymore, I will go ahead and call it a night. You guys all have a good evening, and I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.